Look at that deal. Hey guys, I'm Brett, Born 100 Years Too Late YouTube channel. Today I trailered up here. It's about a 2-hour drive from the house, some higher country. It's drier than a popcorn fart up here. They haven't had any rain. It looks like rain over there. Anyway, about 2 months ago, I put a game camera up here. On Google Earth, I found this cabin, or it's an old shack really. So I brought grumpy old Clyde back there and Panyards, and I brought a surprise. I brought the female dogs, Clara right there in front, Suki running behind her, Fat Lori in the back, and that's Iris. Lori's got a little bit of a weight problem. She needs to get a handle on that. Due to so many comments about one certain thing, I got a surprise. We're gonna head right up that old rough canyon right there. This little 2-track road runs down through here. And then it dies out and it just turns into a trail. And then even then the trail kind of disappears. You kind of gotta bushwhack your way up through here. Not many people come up in this area, I don't think. I hope there hasn't been. And I hope my game camera's still there. Those are juniper berries. That's a juniper tree, and the berries are coming off of it. Those bears get down here and get in those juniper berries. So maybe we got some pictures of bears. Bet we do. I haven't seen no bear sign yet. It's a little bitty bear track right there. Going up the canyon, same way we're going. Looks pretty fresh. That cloud cover comes over. I bet the temperature drops 15 degrees. It's pretty nice now. I haven't seen that bear track again. He probably dropped down in the creek bottom. I don't think there's any water down there right now. There'll be water up above though. That's some bear dookie right there. Up right through there and around. I can get through there. I worry about that big old root or branch, or it's a root sticking out right there. I worry about it catching on a panyard, but I think if I stay on the right hand side and go up and around, I'll be all right. beat this trail out, but it's not people on horseback or mules. Those branches are all too low, and those trails go right underneath those low branches. Bears, deer, elk. I haven't seen no elk sign. I've seen some deer tracks. We're getting close though, I know we are. There it is. Let me tie these mules up and see if that game camera's still over there. Those mules got to acting a little squirrely, and I think they could smell a bear. There was a little black log about 6 inches diameter laying across the trail, and Bonnie spooked at it. She didn't want to cross, and she had her ears perked up and she was snorting. So I bet you they were smelling a bear. It's nice right now, overcast. See if I can remember where I put this camera. Somebody tore it off. Look at that. Oh, there it is. Look at that. See? It's like I said before, 10 to 1, a bear tore it off of there. We'll see. You guys will see the pictures right now. So what do you think? See, this is the magic of video editing. You guys have already seen them. I haven't seen them yet. Hopefully there's some good ones. More bear poop. Dookie, so my dad always called it. Must be a little bear in here. Somebody lost their carpet. All right, let's get set up for the surprise. It's too trashy around this cabin, and I'm not good enough with that metal detector yet. It's got discrimination on it. I can't read it yet, so I don't know. So I'm gonna go where I think people would have camped, where maybe if you pick something up, even if it's a relic or an iron, something iron, it might be good. better dig that one. Most everything I found is just like little pieces of metal. I don't know how to read this machine yet. I should have read the instruction book before I came. What's that? Look at that. That's pretty cool. Oh, wow. Look at that deal. It's heavy, too, and it's threaded on the inside. And it's real heavy. It's brass. Huh. Hey, I found something. I'm getting better. I don't know what it is, but it's a find. Ha! Safe load, something written on it. It's trash, tested, safe, something. Okay, here's the story. My best find, my camera, either I forgot to turn it on or it turned itself off somehow, and I missed it on the video. So here's what I found. This little horseshoe nail ring that somebody had, I don't know, it's awfully perfectly round. Somebody had lost it up there. So I found it while I was digging. And then, of course, this is that little brass cap. So I wanted to see if I could get this brass cleaned off. So what do is you use white vinegar, salt, and baking soda. So I want to mix that up, and I'm going to soak this in it and see if it cleans it up. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes now. Let's see if these things clean up at all. No. Yeah, a little bit. You see that? It is brass, though. I don't know what it went to. It's pretty cool. No, that was made by a blacksmith right there. You can tell he pounded that across. Oh, well, I'm going to leave this in here. See if they clean up. That's good enough. That's what I found. I'm not good enough at this machine yet to discriminate between trash and good stuff. But I found a couple cool things. I think I'm going to go ahead and fix me something to eat. It's late. I still got to ride out of here. I'm afraid those dogs are going to mess out around and go up the canyon and get to chasing a bear. Might rain up here in a little while. Suki! Come here, Iris. You're a good girl. Oh, Fat Lori. Oh my gosh. Are you trailing a bear? Are you trailing a bear, Fat Lori? Come here. Come here and get a pet. Come here, fat Lori. Oh, did she hit you with your tail? No, stay down. Oh, fat Lori, fat Lori, fat Lori. What am I gonna do with you? No, no, don't hit that. Here comes the bear hound. What are you doing, Suki? Where's Clara? Don't knock my camera over. Ding dong, slow down. Okay, that's enough. There's Clara. Come here, Clara. Come here. Oh, Clara, don't hit my camera. They're bound and determined to knock that over. Hot enough, hot enough. Amen. Good grief, guys. Let's eat. No, no, that's hot. It's hot. It's good. I don't know what is it. Chunky, Campbell's chunky soup. Iris, get. Go on, go on. Yeah, I think it's going to rain here in a little while. I brought a raincoat just in case. Go down to the spring now and wash this pot out. Be good to go. Hard down there. Get it all straight up, man. You know, all in all, it was a good day. We made it up there without any wrecks. You know, it's not easy bushwhacking, leading a pack mule. Especially up there where there's a lot of downfall timber and a lot of trees. But we made it through without any wrecks. We had a couple little mishaps. They weren't bad. I couldn't film because I'm trying to hold the pack mule and guide Bonnie through some of that stuff. One thing about a mule like Bonnie, I mean, she really wants to go, and when you're heading home, she really wants to go. But when you're busting brush and you're going through that thick stuff, you got to be able to pick them up and get a hold of their face and feather them through that stuff. If not, you run the risk of, you know, getting brushed off by a big branch or, you know, poked with something, or you just got to be able to get them, and she's getting real good at it. I can pick her up, and I ask her, she gives her face back to me, and then I just kind of ease her through that stuff. We had a couple little fights back there where she just wanted to go, but she's getting better. I got to run my metal detector. I learned a lot about it. I'm gonna get online and I'm gonna read some instructions and maybe watch some videos on how to use that thing. Because I've never even read an instruction. All I did was turn it on. But I found a couple pretty cool little things, you know, that cap, I think that cap, maybe that cap was for like a flask, I guess. And then I found that ring, you know, it's no diamond ring that's gonna be worth tons of money, but I bet it was worth something to somebody. Had a lot of meaning to it. It was a good day. I had a good lunch, had a good ride. Doing okay, Lori? Yeah, and I got the game camera. At first I thought it was stolen. And then I looked around, I seen it on the ground. I'm sure the bears tore it down. So yeah, running the metal detector, finding what I found, not being skunked. And then also finding the game camera and it not being stolen. That's a good day. Here we go, back to home. We got in a little trouble today, but not too much. Huh. Look at those big old pretty eyelashes. Yeah. A grumpy old man. You don't like to be petted or nothing. Bonnie does. Hey guys, and I got a call from a friend of mine, needed help. He's a packer, a hunter, a guide, an outfitter, and he had some conflicting contracts. He had a contract with the Forest Service and he had an elk hunter coming in. And he's supposed to go up here into this rough old country and pack out a Forest Service camp where they've been working trails. So he asked me if I could help. He said, "You know the country? Will you help?" You bet. Onward and upward. Hey, biggin. How many mules you got here, Mike?
I don't know. About a dozen. Yeah. I'll go mess with it.
Who are y'all? Who are you with?
The Conservation Corps, so Chesapeake. Conservation Legacy. Hold up, sorry, CCNM.
CCNM.
So, yeah, Conservation Corps, New Mexico.
And where are you out of?
And that's in Las Cruces.
Where are you personally from?
I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
Wow.
Kinda. I'm a military kid.
Oh yeah, you were a military brat.
Yeah, I spent the last few years doing
Your
policy.
dad in the military?
My mom. My dad
Really?
would never. That's what I always say. My dad would never make it. My mom.
Yeah, your mom's tough.
Yeah. My
Where
mom
was
she's been
she
to
in the Air Force?
Army.
Army?
Yeah, she's been to Iraq. She's been to Afghanistan.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Man, my hat's off.
I know. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, she just retired.
That's neat.
25 years.
Man.
Yeah.
Enlisted or officer?
Officer.
So you got out like a lieutenant colonel or
That's up to the ladies, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
No.
secret my ass.
Now, what do you use this for?
Going over the sawbuck to keep you coming back at the end of the day, and you're trotting down the trail. You know how them paniards.
Yeah.
And then you hit a branch, so they can come on. You know, you get back to camp and you're missing one. This keeps.
This locks it down.
Yeah. So if you want to put that over, I'll cut another one. Yep.
You got any scissors?
We're getting serious. This shit's brand new. This is a $high shit, you know.
Yeah. Priority mail.
Priority man. If a guy could cut something straight, he'd be all right, huh?
Straight's not exactly what we're talking about.
And you know, see them long ones? I use them when I put the elk horns on. I button it down where I don't use rope. I just bungee them elk horns on.
Straight
that
down.
way going through the brush
You bungee them down to.
to the sawbuck down top. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the horns. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I say that all inner tube for building a fire. In the wet weather, you can build a fire with that inner tube.
Can you really?
Well, yeah, you know how inner tube
Plastic
rubber burns.
burn, yeah, tire burn,
And you
shit.
just keep this and get a lighter under it and throw it and start adding wood to it. You know, like they say, you got to be in packing. Let me cut this one straight again. You got to be what they call innovative.
Innovative. Have an imagination.
Yeah, have an
Work
imagination.
with what you got.
Have a
Put that
vision.
straight for
Have
me.
a vision. Yeah, I
Use
get
what you got.
I get my wife to rub my head every night. And it used to be, you know, when hey, don't film this.
This is what'll make the video go viral.
Continue.
You'll have
my wife
more.
would not approve. You know what I mean?
You'll have
Yeah,
more
hold on,
customers
she's
next year
not
than
here.
you can shake a stick at.
Hey, you know, that guy told me, what's his name? Me and Kyle brought it up. And that thing you did on me, it's like over 50,000 people have looked. Who the hell would want to see that stuff?
Okay, if you don't see me in 4 or 5 days,
Yeah.
just tell Tammy I'm sorry.
You want me to take your place, Kyle?
That'd be fine. What's gonna happen to Marie?
What are buddies for? You know what I mean?
Hold the camera.
Yeah.
Just trying to help.
For, you know?
See you later.
All right, Kyle. We're gonna head out here pretty quick.
It's a Forest Service trucks. They have keys to those gates. so they can drive on down here. And this is where the crews, I guess, they drive to here, and the crews take off from here on foot. I dropped my mule train. I dropped my rope for my mule train. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Just a rookie mistake, and I had to do it while Mike and everybody was driving by. It's embarrassing. Fancy little gates. I got about a 4-hour ride now. We'll stay on this 2-track road till right down here in the bottom, and then we're going to turn right up a wilderness trail. And then it's a long ways up in there. Looks like we might hit rain too. We'll go right up through there. Those are elk tracks up and down this trail. How long did it take you to get to here?
We started at 7 o'clock in the morning, but we've been taking breaks fairly regularly.
Is there some people behind you?
Just one more, Kyle.
Oh, okay, cool.
And we're on our way to Hermosa right now.
Yeah, that's where I started from.
Sweet. I know Forest Service crews will be really excited to see you.
They're ready to get out of there?
Well, no, if anything, they wish they had one more day to tie in the trail we're working on. But
Did they make it all the way to the top of Water Canyon, or?
oh yeah, so where they're camped right now is where this trail hits Water Canyon.
Okay.
And then they stayed on what is it? Pronghorn.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
So we've been working that way to where they left off in a previous hitch.
Okay, cool.
We're working their way.
Good.
this way.
Thanks. Thank you guys for working these trails. They've been needing it for a long time.
Well, it's our pleasure. It's a lot of hard work, but
Yeah.
we get to. This is our office. I don't know if folks in the camera can see, but it's beautiful.
That's where I like to keep my office.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Cool. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
I think I camped right down there one time. I think this is the right canyon. It seems right. I remember this trail, but I came in from the other side, back where my camp used to be. It's quite a ways back to the south. Yeah, I camped right down there in that little meadow. It's a pretty good climb out of here. I think this is where Mike camps. Right here. Packs water up here. Then you can climb up on top of that hill right there and glass all this country. If you're elk hunting, and I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing. We're gonna drop down, right down through here and cut down and around. We'll end up down in the bottom, and then we go through a canyon called Hell's Canyon. We drop down, and then we hit the Animus and we go up. Still got a good 3 hours to go, maybe more. Mules are all settled in good, so they're doing all right. Bonnie got off the muscle. She's tired now. She'll be real tired time we get there. All right. Enough rest. Here we go. I was wrong. We got one more climb to go. And then we'll hit Hell's Canyon and then the Animus. It's a long old ways back in here. It's beautiful though. Nice, quiet. Good stuff. That is Hell's Canyon. we drop down in the bottom of this and hang a right and go up this rough old canyon. It's a really cool thing up here I want to show you guys. I've been to it a few times, and then there used to be a cabin up there, but the fire came through and burnt the cabin down. I got a picture somewhere of me sitting on the porch of that cabin. But yeah, it goes all the way up there where it heads out, and then you got like Holden Prong, Flower Canyon, and I think Water Canyon. And they're camped at the bottom of Water Canyon. So we still got a long old ride to go. Sunshine and rain. It's pretty cool. Feels good. It's been so hot. Looks like an old corral and a chair. Wonder who brought a chair up here. A long ways. September 1879, unknown soldier. Peter Haynes, Jake Crump, John Johnson, 9th U.S. Cavalry, Bar AJA, Sam, Navajo Scouts, Indian Wars. September 15th, 1879. This is the monument to the Buffalo Soldiers. I can't get off and get closer to those monuments, but there's supposed to be 11 graves here. I can't get closer with this string of mules. If I do, I'm liable to lose what I got. But they made this monument, flagpole. Somebody needs to come up here and maintain this. But anyway, they were black guys, black unit of the cavalry, I guess, soldiers. And the Apaches, I think it was Victorio. I don't think it was Geronimo. It was Victorio. They ambushed them here. It's called Massacre Canyon. And they killed them. Anyway, I got to keep going. I got to get to that camp before dark. There used to be an old camp up here called Kelso. It was a cabin, but I think it's gone now. So, yeah, I know it's gone. See, what happens, the fires came in, then this thing really flooded. It's after that, Mother Nature's way, they burn it. She burns it out, and then she brings the rain and washes it out. Starts anew, but it's no good for our generation. Anyway, I better keep going. Why? There he is. How's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
You don't mind if I film you, do you?
Oh, that's fine.
Cool.
How's the ride?
It's a long ways.
It is. Yeah, thanks for coming out.
It's a long ways. Water Canyon. This is where y'all are camped?
Yeah, we're just up on the hill here.
Oh, okay.
But there's spots of time off on these trees back here behind you or
Okay.
ahead, either way.
Is there some open places up there?
Yeah, it's a little more open. We got our tents around. But
Oh, you got your tents up here, or no?
yeah. It doesn't really open up unless you go back to Murphy
place or just before it there.
Okay. Whew. I'm not used to this. It's been a long time. Y'all did. The trail looks really good.
Thank you.
From the monument this way.
Yeah, going back to the junction, we could still do some.
It's just not marked very good.
Yeah.
It's marked real good up through here.
Yeah.
That night I was sure tired. I talked to the trail crew for a little while, and then I set up my camp, my chair and my bedroll. I just threw everything on the ground. I had to tie the mules to trees because there was no open areas to picket them out. And I had to get an early start the next day if I was going to make it in before dark to Hermosa. Good night. Need a hand brushing or anything? No, here in a minute when I put the pack saddles on, help me with the panniers and everything, and then we'll start trying to load things up evenly. Sounds good. So they'll ride out balanced, you know. Mm-hmm. Gotta feel good to get that stretch down. Fresh mountain air. What group are y'all with?
We're the Bozeman Ranger District from Bozeman, Montana.
How do you end up in New Mexico working on trails?
So, man, it started back in 2020-ish. Jim Apodaca, who's the recreation manager over in Black Range District in Truth of Consequence, he had a grant. He didn't have anyone to hire with it. He wasn't able to hire with it. Wasn't sure what to do with it before it expired. I was working out of Silver City at the time. I suggested he send down a crew from Region 1, which is Montana, Northern Idaho. A lot of skilled sawyers for the mess that a lot of these trails are. And so he did, and that was our first trip in fall of 2021. And then the Blackfire came through and brought in some more money for trail rehabilitation. And this is our 6th trip since then. Since we first started. And
Same group?
Well, it's been a mix. So myself and Will Shaldis, who is the trails manager in Phillipsburg, Montana, we've been combining various crews from our own districts and from other districts around the region.
Say, you look real familiar to me.
I don't know why that'd be.
I don't know. Unless you've been around these hills much and we bumped into each other. I don't know.
Yeah, I lived in Silver City for a year.
Yeah.
But usually I never see anybody out on trails. So.
No, not up here. It's
Yeah.
Well, because the trails have been in such bad shape, nobody likes to use them.
Yeah.
And historically, I mean, it was more than hiking. It's been mules, you know, riding the country, horseback mule. But now the Gila over there in the wilderness, that's different. Of course, they got the rivers and everything, so it's a little more attractive, I guess.
A lot of these trails are toast.
They've been toast for years.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's worked this since the Silver Fire, and that was 2013.
I don't even remember. Oh, there's another one. I thought that was the same one. Yeah, well, I mean, they came and worked out of Cave Creek to Apache Peak and then across, I guess they call that the Animas Divide Trail.
Oh.
They worked it back when I was living down there. And they got right up to East Curtis Canyon. But then I think another fire come through, and I went up there. I packed my nephew in. He had a deer hunt, and the trail, of course nobody used it. The trail's just gone, and the thorny locust has come up so bad that it's miserable trying to get through there.
Sure.
Absolutely miserable. Well, cool.
I think these are pretty close on weight. Yeah, they're full.
Good plumb pool.
Yep, those two are burly.
Let me go through and tighten them up again.
Okay.
Heading out with the load. Tell you what, that's nothing but work. Got a lot of respect for guys that make a living packing. It's hard work. Give them a little blower. Could you imagine riding this country when the Indians were in here, were the Apaches? It'd be kind of spooky, really. Wondering if you were going to bump into them or what was going to happen, if they were going to ambush you. I might not be tough enough for that. Might have to move to town, get a job at a drugstore or something. Become a bartender. All right, guys, let's roll. Is that a lion track? You know, I got a lot of respect for those professional packers that take those big, long pack trains in. And all in all, I mean, I'm glad I did it. I mean, it wasn't beyond my capabilities. And I only had a few little mishaps. Most of them were my fault. One time I dropped my rope to my lead mule. So I lost the whole pack train. And Clyde doesn't quite trust me yet, so I had to corner him and I didn't wrap any trees or anything with the pack train, so that's good. Had my I used baling twine on the back of my pack saddle to tie up the third mule. You know, the mule behind my mule. The twine snapped. So I had to get off, no problem. I got off and fixed it. No problems. That mule just stood there. The third mule back just stood there and let me walk right up to her. And I lost a saddle pad underneath the fourth mule. Saddle pad worked its way out from under it. Man, I sucked these mules up tight this morning. I mean, I saddled them, cinched them up, went through and got all the stuff ready and everything, and then I went back and sucked them up tight. Still lost it. Never had that happen before. Yeah, I'm glad I did it, but I don't really care to do it anymore with 5 mules. 6 counting my saddle mule. 3 at the max. I mean, saddle mule and 2 pack mules. That would be okay. Preferably, I just want to take 1 pack mule and just carry my stuff. One thing about it, Bonnie girl here, she's a good mule. Now in the morning, she's a little fresh and she walks a little fast for the pack string, but she never quit me. She never said, no, I don't want to go there. She went everywhere I asked her to go. She's a nice mule. Nice mule. You don't have to pedal her. She walks nice. And when I say pedal her, what I mean is I don't have to constantly have to kick her. Now, she's got a few little quirks. You know, falling off the side of the trail. But, you know, she's still a mule. It was a good couple days. Over 30 miles, I'm sure. And hot. It was hot. Too hot. I don't like to pack in the hot weather like this. Onward and upward, guys.
Well.
I like to see men get an early start in the morning.
What do we have here?
Hey, I told him 5 minutes ago. Brett's gonna come riding up. Am I wrong?
He just said, did you hear Brett?
I
He said it was hard to hear and he's lying about it.
Well, I heard Indians back off that way,
You
so.
heard who?
Indians.
Indians?
Yeah, Apaches, I think.
I think there's still a bunch. I see little tracks now and then.
I could have used a lash rope.
Say what now?
I could have used a lash
Oh,
rope.
I should have gave you one.
We had to kind of. It rode though. It rode.
You okay though?
Oh yeah. Let me show you guys a trick I learned from my Mexican buddies. Look at that. I've been up here 2 times. A rancher called me. They'd seen 2 lions down in this canyon right here that came out. So when I came up here, I trailed those lions right out of that canyon and up to that big bald hill up there. When I got back down, I talked to the rancher, and he had told me that while he was up there on that mountain, he milled all around. He said there was a lot of Indian stuff up there. Hungry, darling. Also, when I was up here, this little canyon goes up, and there's another little canyon that comes into it, and there's a tanaka, a pool of water. Stays right there, and I had a game camera with me, so I put a game camera on it. So I know I wanted to come up here and get that game camera and check and see what we got pictures of. But I was also online. I got out my Onyx maps, and I was kind of looking at my track that I'm going to try to make when I go on that Butterfield Trail ride. I want to ride the Butterfield Trail all the way across New Mexico. And so on the Onyx maps, I was kind of marking out my route, trying to find water sources and whatever. And I've been having to wait for that because it's been too hot. I don't like the heat. I don't like to ride in the heat of the day. Also, there's some other issues going on. I try to do a live show at the end of the month and answer questions and stuff, and I might go into some other issues at that time. Anyway, so then I get on Onyx Maps and I look at my route and everything like that to try to pick out a route that I can take, and then I go over to Google Earth. Anyway, while I was on Google Earth, I thought, well, I'll search around this little bald hill, or it's not really bald, it's just a little old knob that sticks out in the middle of this country. And from the top of it, you can see everywhere. And I imagine that the Indians, they would put scouts up high so they could see anything coming from either direction. Because right in this area, that flat top peak that I point out, the Butterfield Trail goes right to the northeast of it. And then that little area, that's called Massacre Peak. And then down here, about 5 or 6 miles, was a couple other massacres. And then there's these Butterfield stations. Now, there's a place called Slocum Station, but they say that it wasn't used during the Butterfield Trail days, but it was used with a different stagecoach that came through here at a later date. And then over here is what they call the Rough and Ready Station, which is quite a few miles over there in a little set of hills called the Rough and Ready Hills. So I've been trying to plot that all out in my course. And I use Google Earth because it's real clear. You can get on there and see, and it's real clear. And then I decided, well, I'll just look around this mountain over here and see what I can find. Well, I found a trail, and it could be a game trail. I don't know. But that game trail goes up along the side of that mountain. And then with that rancher telling me about finding Indian stuff up there, I thought, man, I got to go explore that. I got to go check that out. I didn't have time before because I had hounds that were trailing a lion, and I didn't have time really to mess around up there. So today, we're going to go up over there. We're going to pick up the game camera, and then we're going to go up And I'm going to try to find that trail. I don't know if I'll ride Bonnie on it. It depends on the condition of it. It's hard to tell on Google Earth how steep it is. But I'm going to try to ride up it, or I'll tie her up, and I'm going to walk around. I'm going to see what I can find. And I'm going to take you guys with me. Of course, I brought my dogs with me. Got to have my dogs. Good old Bonnie getting her breakfast. So, yeah, let's go see what we can find. Oh. Wait. Come here, little, okay? Wait. Hold on. Wait. Hey, get in. Bosco, get in. Good boy. Okay, go ahead. Come on, Timmy boy. Go ahead. Atta boy. Go ahead. Jack, come here. Come here, Al. Go ahead. Come here, Booger. Go ahead. Come here, Rusty. That's a good boy, Rusty. Go on. Onward and upward. Tie up right there. Oh, my camera's still there. I always worry about them when I'm out like this. Of course, this is out in the middle of nowhere. I'm pretty sure there's not many people or anybody who's come right up to this spot. We'll tie this mule up and I'll go down there and get it. Dive in, Jack. I don't see it. Maybe it's down there. Can't remember where I put it. I think it's down that other water hole. Down that way. There it is. See, I had it pointing right down where everything would come down to get a drink. I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna take it back with me. You guys will see the pictures right here, right now. Now let's ride up there and see if we can find any Indian stuff. That rancher said it. I didn't have time to look last time. But I got time today. I think that's it right there. Sure don't look as clear up here as it did on Google Earth. But I'll ride it a little ways. But you can see the view that they had from up here. If you go to the very top, that's Cook's Peak. Come down the edge, and then that gap, the Butterfield Trail came right through there. So heck, you could get up here and you could see anything coming for a day away. If I was wanting to ambush somebody or something, this might be the hill I would pick because there's still cover on it. Big rocks. Those other hills are real bald. I'll walk down this little ways and see what we get. hope I don't run into a rattlesnake. I see you, bunny girl. See the stagecoach coming? That's pretty cool. Right there's a tree. Let's work our way right up through there. Made it, and we're almost at the top. Now I'm just gonna get on foot and explore a little bit. See what I can find. Look at that. I just fell down. Ouch, ouch. It's dang rolly rocks, I swear. Look at this, I'll show you something right here. They came all the way up here and cut this juniper, probably for fence posts, I would imagine. Maybe firewood, I don't know. But I know somebody came up here and cut it. And you can see it's nothing easy. But you can also see we don't have abundance of firewood or fence post material up in this country. More time than money. That's what those people had. Let's look around. Ah, dang it, don't fall down again, Brad. Hawks or eagle been perching right up here. Look at that. Now that was built here. Hog stacked all around that depression. That must have been what the rancher was talking about. Right there. Watching out across there. You could see them coming from a day away. You know that's what this was for. It had to be. That trail that circles the mountain is right down there. See, there was a massacre. See that big little way in the distance? They call that massacre. Right to that side of it, which is east side, northeast side, there's a place called Magdalena Gap. And right in there somewhere is where the Indians, a band of Apaches, ambushed. I'll have to look it up. I'll put it right here. Samuel W. Cozzens recounted the story of the ambush of the E.J. White family of Philadelphia, which occurred near Magdalena Gap. White was appointed sutler for the post at Fort Buchanan near Tubac, Arizona. White and his family stayed with Samuel W. Cozzens in La Mesilla, and Cozzens informed White as to water and road conditions and cautioned of Indian dangers along the way to Tucson. White pushed on anyway. About 30 miles out of La Mesilla, White, his 25-year-old wife and baby, and 2 Mexican servants were ambushed. White and 1 servant were killed, and the wife, baby, and the other servants taken captive. Ranchers carried news of the ambush back to La Mesilla. A rescue party rode hard for several hours to reach the site of the ambush near Magdalena. When they followed the Indians' trail to the Florida mountains, they found the white baby dead along the way. The rescue party found and attacked the Indian camp in the Florida mountains, killing several Apaches. Unfortunately, Miss White and her servant were killed during the rescue attempt. It is true that no Butterfield stage was ever attacked in the Gap, but Butterfield's special treaty with the Apaches did not apply to other stages and wagon trains using the same road. The San Diego and San Antonio mail line used the road and stage to Pinos Altos Pass this way also. That's saw cut. Right there. Saw cut right there too. Oh, off that tree right there. Back where I started from. It's a pretty cool place. A lot of work. Who needs 2 reins with a power steering wheel? You just touch her, she turns. She neck reins like a reining horse. Not really. Let me show you guys a trick I learned from my Mexican buddies. Hot lunch. We used to do this all the time when I worked on the construction crew. Make burritos, put them on your motor, warms them up. Ha!